Hi, and welcome to my Macbeth 7 and 7. Today, I'll be comparing 7 themes in Macbeth to 7 soccer players. Let's get into the first theme, which is revenge. The example I've chosen for revenge was when Macduff kills Macbeth. Macduff was always loyal to Duncan and his son Malcolm, unlike Macbeth. Macduff wanted to help Malcolm get revenge on Macbeth because he believes Malcolm is the rightful heir to the throne. The quote I've chosen is the second operation in Act 4, Scene 1, lines 78 to 80. It is, "Be bold, be blood, and resolute, laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of women born shall harm Macbeth." After Macbeth hears this, he feels immensely powerful, and this is why Macduff get the upper hand to get his revenge on him in Act 5, Scene 8. Another thing that makes him feel powerful is when the witches say, "Be lion, mettled, proud, and take no care of who chafes, who frets, or where conspirators are. Macbeth shall never vanquish until great Brenham Wood to high Dunsinane high hill shall come against him." The player I'm comparing Macduff's revenge to is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. In a Premier League game, Zlatan got pushed down by the opposite team's captain. After this happens, Tyrone Mings tramples his head. Later in the game, Zlatan and Tyrone both jump for the ball, but Zlatan elbows him in the face, getting his revenge. That was my first point, but now let's get into the second theme. The theme I've chosen is ambition, and my point for it is how Macbeth fights Macduff even though he knows he will die. This happens in Act 5, Scene 8, line 27 to 29. He says, "I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse." This shows Macbeth's determination to continue fighting even after he contemplates his life. In Act 1, Scene 7, lines 25 to 28, Macbeth says, "I have no spur to prick the insides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other." When Macbeth says this, he is expressing how he no longer has any motivation to become king. He simply wants to just give up. The only thing that is keeping him going is his ambition. The player I'm comparing this to is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is one of the best players, if not the best of all time. His ambition is the best of every single player, and his desire to win is like no other player. He does not care for money, he simply just wants to win. A quote I've chosen from him is, "Everything, but everything I did for football to achieve my dream." That was my second theme, but now I'm going to get into my third theme, which is appearance versus reality. My example for appearance versus reality is Duncan's appearance of Macbeth was that he was a friend and someone he could trust. King Duncan never would have guessed Macbeth would kill him. Macbeth gave the illusion that he just wanted to invite Duncan, but Macbeth knew otherwise. In Act 4, Scene 5, lines 64 to 65, Lady Macbeth says, "Your hand, your tongue, look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it." This quote represents how Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are trying to change who they are on the inside, but seem friendly on the outside. They do this so killing Duncan will be easier mentally for themselves, and it'll just be easier to fool Duncan. The player I'm comparing this to is Ronaldo in the 2022 World Cup. When Ronaldo was going into his final World Cup, many people had high expectations of him to perform well. After only a few games, Ronaldo was not living up to his expectations. In all the games he played, he had only scored 1 goal. Now I'm going to get into my fourth theme, which is betrayal. My topic is Macbeth becoming king. In Macbeth, Duncan had always treated Macbeth and his family well. As king, he had the option of being kind or not to people. Regardless, Duncan was kind to Macbeth. We know Macbeth has officially killed Duncan when he is talking to Lady Macbeth. This happens on Act 2, Scene 2, line 14. "I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?" The player I'm comparing this event to is Christian Vieri. He was one of Inter's top players and scored 123 goals in 6 years. Despite this, Christian Vieri went on to join AC Milan in 2005. This would have been normal, except AC Milan were the top rivals with Inter, and Christian Vieri went on to be viewed as a traitor to the Inter fans. For my fifth theme, I've chosen fatal mistakes. My topic is Macbeth is overly confident in the witch's prophecy. We see this when Macbeth says, "Bring me no more reports, let them fly all." He is so confident in the prophecy and he thinks he's invincible. He also thinks that he does not need to receive any more reports. That's how confident he is in the prophecy. This is Macbeth's downfall because he cannot accept that he might be in danger. The player I'm comparing this event to is Roberto Baggio. On July 17, 1994, Roberto Baggio was taking the final penalty kick for Italy. This would have decided the champion of the world
throughout this tournament.
When Roberto Baggio missed the and gave the win to Brazil. He earned the nickname the man who died standing, and this was possibly one of the biggest mistakes in the history of soccer. For my second last and sixth theme, I chose fate. My example I've chosen for fate is Macbeth's death. Everyone knows Macbeth's death was fate to happen by the hands of Macduff on the battlefield. While Macbeth doesn't know he will die to Macduff, he knows that his fate will be death. He learns this when Macduff says, "Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped." This is when Macduff explains that his mother had a C-section when he was born. By this time, Macbeth has accepted his fate that he will die to Macduff's sword. The player I'm comparing to this event is Kylian Mbappe. During Mbappe's soccer career, he was always destined to become one of the best, from starting at France's national team to moving to Monaco's academy at only 17. From here, he only got better, and it was only a matter of time before he became one of the best. Kylian Mbappe was born and raised in a sporting family, which also led to him becoming a pro player. Combined with Mbappe's speed and talent, it was most definitely his fate to become one of the top players. For my seventh and final theme, I chose guilt. The topic for guilt is Macbeth does not want to kill the king. We know this when Macbeth says, "If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me?" on Act 1, Scene 3, line 143 to 144. Macbeth hopes that the chance will take care of Duncan because he feels immense guilt for being responsible for Duncan's death. Another time Macbeth feels guilt is on Act 2, Scene 2, and on lines 63 to 64. He says, "Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand?" This is after Macbeth has killed Duncan, and that's why Macbeth says this. He means that no ocean in the world can wash the blood from his hand, showing how guilty he feels. The player I chose to compare to this is Marquinhos. In the World Cup quarterfinals, Brazil was in a penalty shootout, and Marquinhos was taking the shot to decide the winner. When he shot, the goalie went the wrong way from the ball, but Marquinhos hit the post. After that, he fell to his knees and sat in guilt as he let his team down and his country. That's the end of my Macbeth 7-7. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.